Hey YouTube, it's Audrey, and I'm excited to come and show you the Trinket box that I made last night at the scrapbook store in Milwaukee with Frank Garcia. Woohoo! He's back for another round of classes. He's doing 5 this weekend, and I'm taking 3, and this was the first of the 3. And I want to do this video and make sure that Frank knows that I actually completed the pearl dots for the first time. I have this thing going with Frank. He does lots and lots and lots and lots of liquid pearl drops on his projects, and I have kind of been skipping that part on the projects that I've done in the past, but I told him I thought I was going to surprise him this time, especially since he kind of called me out in class and, or you'll just do a YouTube video and say you're not doing the dots. Well, Frank, surprise, I did the dots this time. So, this project is such a beautiful project, and I really enjoyed making it. So now that I'll remove the dots out of the liquid pearls out of the picture, I will show you. Anyway, this is our box, and I think it's just gorgeous. Of course, I made it, so I think it's gorgeous. But look at all the lovely details that we have. We have this string of crystal pearls, and for the most part he offered to oxidize it, but I love the shiny silver, so I chose to keep mine plain. So you might see some other versions if you see other people's Facebook pictures of this project, that it's dark, but like I said, I like the shiny silver. We have 2 layers of lace, like a white and a beige layer, and this is vintage lace that Frank has in his vault that he shares for his classes. There's layers of Prima almanac paper on the bottom, and then we have these paintable tags and paintable sheets from Prima. So we did not paint them, but you do have the opportunity where you can add color to them. So there is a square one, or a rectangle one rather, and then a tag that has the Paris on it, which we tied some seam binding on. And as you can see, I did the liquid pearl dots all around the edges on the 2 layers, and they are on foam. So they have some dimension to them. There is a gold doily under there, and then we have a spoon, and it's without the handle, of course. We had the option of putting a bling piece here, but I really didn't have enough room there, I don't think, to put a rhinestone piece, so I'm good with it like that. But we added this bottle, and in the spoon there's glass glitter, so we used glossy accents, and then Frank added some glass glitter in there for us. Then we have the label. We add the label to the vial, and then we added rhinestones around the neck of the vial and glued the vial in there. So on the edges we painted this, and I'll show you, this is actually trays that we made into a box, so I'll show you the trays in a minute. But we added this gold trim around the sides, and then there is this small rosette trim on the sides. Then we made chunky charms, woohoo, to hang off the side. So as you can see, they're like pearls in there because there was a little bird in here, and we took the bird out, and then we made our own chunky charms. So these are all made from trinkets from Prima and chain from Frank's Memory Hardware line. And there's different charms here. So we could do as many or as few pieces as we wanted to. And then this here is just some large chain that we looped several times and added to interest. And then we have a little eye ring that we screwed in to make something to hold the charm with. So the box opens, and on the inside we have more of those cards, and this is a full-size one. The card on the front we kind of cut down just a little bit, but on this side he had us add the little hitch post for a little interest on the inside. And then it would not be a Frank box if I didn't do something upside down. So the back piece of paper is from the Prima Almanac line, and he gave us 2 sheets, so I have another sheet that I can cut out. But I think what I'm going to do is use undo and take it off and then glue it on the right side so I don't mess up another sheet of paper, especially since Frank told us that he was hoarding that, and that's his very favorite Prima line, and he pulled some out of his vault. So I will fix that, but I wanted to share that story. This is my 3rd box with Frank, and with every one I have glued something upside down. So, but I will fix it this time. But I just think this came out very nice. And for those of you who have never taken a Frank class, when you do take Frank's class, you do get extra materials left over. And this is my sheet of paper, my extra sheet, and what I had left over from the Prima Almanac, which was base paper. But I still have a few of the Trinket things left, and some of the chain and some of the vintage lace. So I mean, I still got quite a bit of the rosette trim. I have some of the seam binding. I have a couple of the rhinestones that I probably could see better if I do it this way. And then we have the screws that went in the hitch. We didn't use those, so we could use that for something else. Here's some of the trim, and I actually have a whole package of this, but we actually whitewashed this too. It's really a shiny gold. Got a few more of these Prima cards that you could color. Have a big vial, and it has a cork top with it. I still have 1 Trinket charm left. I might put that on there. But he gave us a choice of 2 colors of chain, so didn't use any of this one. So I still have all the copper chain. And then there's a short piece of, well, not really short, but a piece of the kind of bronzy chain. A little bit of that beige vintage lace, and a little piece of the cream vintage lace. Another piece of this trim that I whitewashed. And then this is the package of the actual it's called Dresden trims. So you have 10 pieces, and it's 21 inches, so it's really, really, really long. And he said this comes in some other colors. I know I saw it in silver at the store. Then we have the apothecary vial labels, and we actually only used 1. So we got this whole package of labels to use for other things. I still have quite a few of the jump rings, and these came in different sizes. I used all the smaller ones to add all my charms, but I still have medium, large, and extra thick. Then I only used one of the tags, so I still got 14 of these tags left. So these can be painted, as I said, a colored inked. And then just to kind of show you what we used, some of the things, so you know the names of them. This is the chain package for that big thick chain that we have back here. Then this was the bird cage, and like I said, we took the bird out, so we still have that, and there was a leaf on there we could use if we like. These are some others of the trinkets, so I still have some of those left. And then these were the other drops, the rhinestone drops that we used, so they were vintage trinkets. So if I can pull it out of my bag here, I will show you what we used to. Sorry, you guys are seeing other junk and stuff. Wasn't paying attention. But these are what we made the box out of. They are wooden trays, and they come in 4x6, 5x7, and 6x8. Now we have two sets, of course, because you need the top and the bottom. So we use the middle size, so we have we can make two more boxes. And what we did was we used artisan tape or score tape. Frank has his line, which is book grade, which is artisan tape, and we taped them together on the side. And then we taped paper on top of it, and then we gently moved it back and forth so that a crease can naturally form. So have two more boxes that I could make, and he suggested possibly making a set. So I think that is what I am going to do. So that is what we did in the class that I took with Frank this time. So I have two more classes to go, one tonight and one tomorrow night. So I will definitely share my projects. Thank you so much for watching, YouTube. You have a great and very blessed day. Bye-bye.